Whether you want to start writing a new novel, revise an old manuscript, or finally publish that book that you've been working on for years, now is your time to hone in on the focus of your writing goals and make an action plan for 2025. In this video, I'm going to walk you through my simple 3-step planning process that will turn your vague hopes and desires into a bulletproof action plan designed to motivate you into actually accomplishing your writing goals this year.
Why does your story matter? Good question. What if I told you that there's a science behind every great story? I don't just teach you how to write. I teach you how to change the world with your story and make your author dreams come true.
Before we get into this planning process, I first want to take a quick second to ask you to hit the subscribe button below this video. Not only does it help my content rise to the top, but it ensures that you never miss a new video or live training or special event from me as we explore writing and publishing together. So hit the subscribe button because I want you here in the community. Step number 1 of this super simple planning process is a reflection of the last year. I like to start this process each year by looking back on the previous year and taking stock of everything that I've accomplished. As an overly ambitious person who oftentimes will take on way more than I can handle, I know that it is a healthy thing to stop and look back at what you've actually achieved, because all too often we can get so caught up in what we hope to achieve in the next thing and moving the goalpost so much that we don't ever take a moment to appreciate how far we have come and how much we have accomplished. Yes, it is wonderful to make plans and goals and to look forward to the future, but it's just as important to celebrate the wins, celebrate the progress you already have made. And understanding how the past year has impacted you will help you to create a better plan for this year, because it will help you create a better lifestyle. And your lifestyle and your systems is what your actions come from. A lot of people have goals, but only some people accomplish their goals, and it's because they have the proper systems in place in their lifestyle to make those goals attainable, to make actual progress every single day. So take a moment to reflect on the past year, and while you're doing this, I would recommend journaling or doing like a video journal of yourself, just talking through your thoughts on the past year. And you can use these prompts to get you started. What were some of my highlights and accomplishments of 2024? What are the most important lessons I learned in the past year? What goals did I meet or fail to meet? Try to do this reflection exercise without self-judgment. Observe your past year as a close friend would. Celebrate the progress you've made, and then lovingly be honest with yourself about where you can improve. And if self-reflection is difficult for you, or you just don't vibe with journaling or talking to yourself, I would recommend talking to a close friend or family member who knows you better than you know yourself. Okay, we all have at least one person in our lives like this. So go to that person and talk over the past year with them. Ask them some of these same questions, but ask them about yourself, what they have observed about your lifestyle, your goals, your accomplishments, and maybe some areas that you can improve. Try to notice patterns too while you do this. Were there common worries that you continue to struggle with over and over again, or obstacles that kept coming up in your path, stressors that kept getting in your way? And what were those things that when you did them, you felt truly joyful? Like, what were the best days of your year and why? What were you doing on those days? Okay, step number 2 is to now focus on our writing and publishing goals. Maybe you want to finally write the first draft of that book that you've been brainstorming forever. Or maybe you've written a book and it really needs to be edited and you've been hesitant about diving into the editing project. Or maybe you're embarking on something totally different, like drafting a screenplay or designing a webcomic. Whatever the case, for all writers out there, we all have something in the back of our mind that's like constantly trying to get our attention. We always want to have free time to work on this thing. What is that thing for you? Don't worry about being realistic yet or making actual plans. Just let your thoughts flow from your heart as you go through the following prompts. Which writing projects am I the most passionate about this year? Why does this feel like the right season for me to take on this project? How much progress do I want to make by the end of the year? If publishing is in the cards, is there a specific deadline I want to publish by? Can I give myself more time than I think I'll need? If I could only write one more story, what would it be? You don't have to worry about planning all your writing goals now. New ideas will come to you throughout the year. You'll be excited about them. Books that you don't even know you want to write yet. Stories that you have not even conceptualized yet, but are going to change your life. And that's such a cool thing. The creative process is totally unpredictable, so let it be. Just embrace the unpredictability. That's part of the magic. Every year, I write stories that I never planned on writing. And I love chasing those butterflies of creativity because they often take me to places that if I had ignored it and just like stayed with my plan and refused to deviate from my plan, that would have been a serious mistake. So embrace spontaneity with your creativity. Believe me, it will help you grow as a writer. As long as you have priorities and you focus on those few things that matter the most to you and you make the progress you wanted to make on those few things, that's all that matters. Writing habits are difficult to stick with, so I would say start small. Under-promise yourself what you want to see in your lifestyle. Writing a new novel in 1 month right away in January might not be realistic for your lifestyle, might not be realistic for this season of life for you, and that's okay. Try to break your writing goals down into smaller, attainable steps. Maybe you can't write the whole novel this month in January, but you could make a little bit of writing progress each week. You could commit to 3 hours of writing per week, and then increase that as you get that habit established in your lifestyle. Swap social media scrolling with character development, both yours and your fictional characters. Edit 1 chapter of your manuscript per day. Don't look at the big picture if that overwhelms you. Just do one small thing each day or each week that brings you closer to that big goal. I think you'll be surprised by how much progress you make, how each little step brings you so much closer to that goal. Which leads us to step 3, making your action plan. Now that you have all your goals sketched out for your writing and or publishing path this year, you know what you want to work on, you know the creative projects that are simmering in your soul, begging to be created. Now it is time to break those projects down into an action plan. I used to look at the whole year and be really intimidated by it, so now I just take the first 3 months and I break it down into, okay, first month I am going to make a minimal commitment to this new project, and the next month, if it's working, if everything's going good, I can scale up what I'm doing a little bit, and then in the 3rd month I can scale it up even more. And this is so much better just for your mental health, your emotional health, to make the small commitment first and then see how that's working for you and then adapt and change it based on how your life adapts to it. And every single creative out there is different. We're all experiencing different lives, different lifestyles, different circumstances. So this has to be completely unique and customizable to you and your path. But I want you to take those top 3 goals in your action plan for 2025, the 3 writing projects or publishing projects that are the most important to you, and find time in your schedule over these next 3 months for a little bit of progress each week. And you'll find that when you make that little bit of progress each week, each month is a significant step closer to your end goal. So for example, let's say in January, your goal is to write 3 days per week. Or maybe your goal is to edit 1 chapter per day. Or maybe you're outlining a project and you want to outline 5 chapters per week. Okay, so if that works for you, then moving on to February, we can increase the writing days to 4 days per week. We can try to edit 2 chapters a day instead of 1, or we can outline 7 chapters per week instead of 5. And then if that's working, we can scale it up even more. In March, we can write 5 days per week, or we could edit 3 chapters a day, or we could outline 10 chapters per week. I know this amount of planning and scheduling can be overwhelming for a lot of creatives, but it's important that you take this moment here, take pause. It's January 1st. You have an entire year of potential in front of you. So what are you gonna do with it? If you don't make an action plan, nothing will happen. Seriously, nothing will happen. what you're looking at right now will be the same. So if you don't want things to be the same at the end of the year, you need an action plan to bring you closer to that end goal. And you're going to be so glad that you took the time now to look at your lifestyle, to really assess your priorities, your hopes, your dreams, and what matters the most to you in order to create this plan that suits your lifestyle. And inch by inch, every day, you will get closer to living your dream author life. You can do everything. Like I always say, you can do everything, but not at once. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of the fact that you are a human being, not a human doing, and respect the fact that your creativity should be nourished and nurtured. And allow yourself to go through seasons. Not every season is going to look the same, and that's why I like to break the year down into at least 4 quarters is usually how a season feels to me. But maybe it'll be different for you, maybe 4 months or 6 months or 9 months, whatever works for your lifestyle. But for me, what I find is that my lifestyle, my goals, my habits change a lot throughout the year, and that's perfectly okay. I think there's a lot of advice out there for the new year especially that tries to talk people into accomplishing a lot in one year and establishing a habit or routine or New Year's resolutions right out of the gate, January 1st, and committing to that every single day for the next 365 days. And that is not only overwhelming, but it's not sustainable because we are constantly changing as creative humans. We shouldn't stay the same for 365 days straight. That would hardly be much creative progression. So as you change and grow and adapt and learn and become more curious and more expressive, you should be moving through different seasons of life and adapting your habits and goals and routines to suit that season of life. Your lifestyle is unique to you, remember, so don't try to copy somebody else's habits or resolutions or make your lifestyle look more like somebody else's. It won't work. It won't work, and it shouldn't work because this is your unique journey. So you have to find what works for you. But hopefully these journal prompts that I gave you will help to start to get those creative juices flowing and help you create an action plan so that you can make that bit of progress each week towards your dream author life. And if you want to take this whole planning process to the next level, I invite you to join the special upcoming Muse challenge that my sister and I are hosting this Saturday, all about finally writing that book that you have been wanting to write forever. We're calling it Your Time to Write. We'll be demystifying the book writing process and giving you actionable steps to take to finally write that book you've always dreamed of. You see, Kate and I believe that writing a book should not be an overwhelming, huge monster task that intimidates you into not doing anything. It doesn't have to be that way. In fact, I wrote my debut novel, 100 Days of Sunlight, in just 27 days, and Kate has written substantial works in the span of just a few short months. This dream of yours is attainable, and your time is now. So I'm really excited to be joining Kate for this special Muse Challenge Summit this January. And in this summit, we're going to teach you how to plan for ultimate success without getting overwhelmed, carve out writing time, even with the most hectic schedules, write faster than you thought possible, and maybe even finish your novel in less than 3 months. Make the process fun and meaningful, and crush self-doubt and writer's block. Whether you are a new writer or you're a professional embarking on your next big project, you seriously do not want to miss this incredible summit. It's happening Saturday, January 4th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can save your spot by clicking the link below this video. It will take you to Kate's Patreon page, and you're going to join at the Muse Challenge level to get access to this incredible event. Space is limited, so make sure you save your spot soon. Like right now. Right now. I can't wait to see you this weekend at the summit. It's gonna be amazing. Smash that like button if you liked this video, and be sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, because I post writing videos every single Wednesday, and there is going to be tons of amazing new content coming out this year. I cannot wait to share it with you. Projects that have been in the works for years, in the brainstorming process for years, not to mention my new nonfiction book, which is coming out hopefully very soon. And I can't wait to share all of it with you guys. So make sure you're here in the community, hit the subscribe button, stick around, and comment below right now and tell me your top writing goal for 2025. What is it you hope to accomplish this year with your writing? I'd love to hear about it. Make sure you save your spot at the summit that's happening this weekend at the Muse Challenge. I will see you there. And until then, rock on.